Welcome back, anglers into fishing advisors. In part 1, we talked about the ball head and football head jigs, two popular jig head types for various fishing situations. Today, in part 2, we're taking it up a notch by looking at some specialized jig heads and explaining when to use them for the best results. Let's jump right in. First, we have the swim jig. Unlike other jig heads, this one is designed to swim through the water, thanks to its streamlined head shape. It's ideal for covering a lot of water quickly, especially if you're fishing in areas with light vegetation. To use a swim jig, just cast it out and retrieve it with a steady motion, making it appear like a bait fish swimming along. This jig head is perfect for bass fishing and can attract other predatory fish as well. If you're after an active bite, the swim jig is your go-to. Now let's talk about the flipping jig. Designed for fishing in dense cover like weeds or brush piles, this jig head often features a weed guard to help it move through vegetation without getting snagged. Flipping jigs are a favorite for bass anglers who want to get into those hard-to-reach spots. To use it, cast or flip the jig directly into thick cover, let it sink, and then lift and drop it to mimic the movements of prey hiding in vegetation. This jig is a game changer when fishing in heavy cover. Next up is the shaky-head jig. This unique jig head is angled to keep your soft plastic bait in a head-down, tail-up position on the bottom, imitating a feeding or foraging motion. This subtle movement can attract even the most finicky fish. Shaky head jigs are particularly effective in clear water and when fish are spooked or not biting aggressively. Simply cast it out, let it hit the bottom, and lightly jiggle your rod tip to create that enticing, shaky motion. This jig head is perfect for bass and other cautious fish. Now that we've gone through several jig head types, let's talk about when to use each one. For open water or light cover, try the ball head or swim jig. When you're fishing over rocky terrain, switch to the football head jig. If you're in dense cover, the flipping jig is your best friend. And for those clear water days when the fish aren't biting aggressively, try the shaky head jig. With the right jig head, you'll be prepared for any fishing scenario. And that's a wrap on our two-part series about fishing jig heads. We hope this guide helps you feel more confident in choosing the right jig head for the job. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your go-to jig head or any questions you might have. Thanks for watching, and happy fishing out there.